Welcome to my plant care haul. I recently went over to Orchard Supply Hardware, which is going to be closing its doors here relatively quickly, to see what they had on sale regarding plant care. And I wanted to share what I found. The first thing that I picked up were these Laura Ashley Kimono gardening gloves. These are some pretty heavy-duty gloves. They are canvas and leather. I've just used them for the first time today, and I have to say that they work really well. They're pretty comfortable. They're a little bit stiff, and that's because that they do conform to your fingers. However, I do have a few different plants, especially outdoors, that require more protective gear, and these seem to really be doing the trick. I also wanted to share something else that I got for the outdoors that I picked up when I was in Cambria recently. I got these mushrooms from the shed. I ended up getting 3. I got the purple, one of the red that looked like a death cap mushroom, and one of the blue. And you can see I ended up getting a larger purple as well as a smaller purple mushroom. The larger is going to eventually go outdoors in my outdoor garden. Right now we are clearing out our backyard. We're going to have it redone here relatively quickly, hopefully in the fall. And I'm hoping to share some of that with you. So expect some videos on that work that we have done. However, the smaller one is actually currently in the pot with my Calathea medallion. I thought that it would be neat for my plant to maybe have a little friend there. I really thought that these were beautiful, and I have an idea of what I want them to look like outdoors, but I'm actually thinking I might get a few more just so I can put them in pots here in the house for decor. I think they're really charming. They may not be to everyone's taste, and I do get that. And I also picked this up at Orchard Supply Hardware as well. It is a squirrel-proof bird feeder. I really have been, feeding hummingbirds in my yard this year, and as fall quickly approaches, I'm actually seeing a decline. We still have a lot of other birds in the area. We have a lot of finches and scrub jays and mourning doves, and so I've been feeding them as well a birdseed mix. And right now it's currently on my porch. It will be moving out into the yard, and I wanted to get a feeder that would, 1, be protective from squirrels, and 2, that would actually allow some of the smaller birds a chance to eat, birds that can actually fit into the feeder itself through the gaps so that they can get to the food. Because larger birds can be a little bit of bullies when it comes to birdseed. So I'll hang this out further out away from my porch here come winter. The next thing that I picked up is this digital moisture reader. I got this because with winter coming, I wanted to be a little bit more accurate regarding moisture levels in my indoor plants. I do use currently the wooden dowel method, and if you don't know what that is, I do plan to do a video showing how I care for my indoor plants and how I check them before I water them, but I do use a wooden dowel, and I just wanted something that was a little bit more accurate, especially for some of my trees, which are my indoor trees, which are in larger pots. I felt like this might be, again, just more accurate in making sure that I adjust watering for winter correctly. And so the last thing that I picked up was this Insecticidal Soap. It is to treat 2 of my calatheas that have been dealing with spider mite infections. I ordered a plant online that had a spider mite infection, and actually I think 2 of the plants that arrived with it also had spider mites. And it's been, as you can imagine, kind of stressful. It's been extremely stressful for the plants themselves. You can see a photo coming up of my fusion white calathea, and frankly, you can see the damage that spider mites can do relatively quickly. I've tried neem oil in the past and it just hasn't been effective enough. And so I'm moving on to this insecticidal soap in hopes that I can cut this plant back and see new growth in the spring. So I hope that you've enjoyed this quick plant care haul and that it's maybe given you some ideas about things for your own plant, or maybe visiting Orchard Supply Hardware before they close if you have one near you. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, be well and take care.